have you with us on this Martin Luther King Jr. national holiday. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Sacramento Kings in their house, Sleep Train Arena. You take a look at the Kings. The season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play. But if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. Of course, this day, a chance to reflect on the life and the legacy of a man who stood for peace and justice and unity. Shaq, your thoughts?
We are forever indebted, a man who gave his life for what he believed in, a dream of freedom and brotherhood.
And for all of us on our 2K Sports crew, we say thank you, Dr. King. We'll see you next time.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. I'm Kevin Harlan, alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Wow, the fans making a lot of noise here inside the arena. The Sacramento Kings are getting settled in. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they like that streak to end tonight here.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough what they're going through right now. The situation they're in, doubt starts to creep in, especially as the losses mount, and that just makes them as a team more and more vulnerable.
You're right, Clark, and you know, they seem to be in such a terrible state of mind at this point. No confidence. It feels like the players may not be trusting the coaching staff, trusting each other. It's been very disjointed in terms of the style of play that we've seen from them lately.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Plumlee. Kerr is out there with cool hands. And it's Hayward, and it's Simon in at the 4.
Darren Collison could be the fastest player in the NBA with the ball in his hands. Westbrook, Parker, obviously in the conversation as well, but boy, Collison, the son of 2 track stars, he is just explosive.
And Collison loves to use his quickness at both ends, a blur in transition, Clark, and defensively, he'll hound you for the full 94 feet.
Well, again, we've talked about this before, Kevin. You've got to play to your strengths. He's a little undersized, but as they say, speed kills, and he looks to make the most of his speed.
Collison hits them both.
You know, last season, the Sacramento Kings crowd set a world record for the loudest roar at an indoor sports stadium. Talk about analytics being on display. Here's a case in point, folks. 126 decibels. Now, 127 is where you can cause permanent hearing loss. My hope and prayer is that the record stays at 126.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Well, especially, Steve, when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. I mean, that's a bad combination. Turning it over, and then not defending.
And for these Sacramento fans, winning that noise record, a nice way to represent their passion and dedication. They fought to keep this team, and they deserve it.
Here's Cool Hands. Kerr kicks to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. From 11 feet away, here's Plumlee, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
And for the Kings, playing in one of the oldest arenas in the NBA, big plans, Clark, for a new downtown arena.
And clearly a very ambitious ownership group, and they've said this new arena has to be spectacular. They're looking to build something with the wow factor to become a California landmark. We'll see if it can happen.
Kerr with the screen on Cousins. He used that pick to get in close.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Thompson, a screen on Kerr. Collison dishes to Thompson. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Collison kicks to Gay. Here's Cousins. Rebound, Brooklyn. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, Clark, they really shot terribly from downtown in that one and eventually paid the price for it.
They sure did. I mean, sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but theirs wasn't quite strong enough.
Count the bucket.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now here's Collison. 17 points for him last game against the Clippers. Gay passes to Cousins. Outside Collison. Back to Cousins. The 17-footer. Cannot hit. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and it seemed like the difference in that game, guys, was the defensive effort. They forced a lot of turnovers, and that allowed them to get out and get some easy looks in transition.
And the Nets with possession here. Simon, the pass to Kerr. The feed to Plumlee. The dish now to Hayward. Launches a three. And it's Hayward again missing. Now let's go back to what Steve just said. Such a strong defensive performance they turned in last time.
Well, you know what was remarkable about it, Kevin, was how many turnovers there were. I mean, it wasn't all about defense. There was some sloppy ball handling taking place on the other side, too.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Lionel Hollins and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. His team knows how to do the dirty work, and that's what he says he's going to rely on to carry them through this game. All the extra possessions they can get from crashing the boards makes a difference for them on the offensive end. Let's see if they can keep that pace up here, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And Clark, that speaks close to your heart, doesn't it?
Yeah, without question. That was a strong part of my game was rebounding. So when I was playing, the last thing I ever wanted was for my man to beat me on the glass. That would be unacceptable.
Here is Hayward after Rudy Gay's bucket. And there's the rejection. And he recovers it. And they're able to recover.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Collison dishes to Gay. Hayward against Collison. Back to Gay. That ball's great assist by Darren Collison. 6 points for Gay. The Nets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Here's the screen. Kerr with it, picked up by Collison. Plumlee, no luck.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action. You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Kerr after Rudy Gay's bucket. To stop the run, Kerr, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. And Kerr drops them both. Good job there, buddy boy.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Nobody near Gay. No good on the three.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Here's Cool Hands. Kerr with it. There's a screen. Pass to Jacobs. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Kerr. Hayward a screen on Gay. Now here's Kerr. Defense is right there, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And some numbers for DeMarcus Cousins. Let's see where he stacks up among the league leaders. 3rd in rebounding, 4th in scoring, and he's also blocked enough shots to put him in the top 15 in that important defensive category.
And you talked about his place among the leaders in rebounds per game, Steve. Just about nobody matches his work ethic down in the low post.
The Kings trailing. Outside Collison. Good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas. Darren Collison, a.k.a. DC, is more of a scoring point guard than a pure passing point guard. But, you know, it's interesting, his best assist numbers were in his first year in the league.
Thompson sets the pick for Collison. Here's Gay. Another miss by Gay.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Kerr kicks to Plumlee. He feeds it to Hayward. Plumlee sets the pick for Hayward. Here's Kerr. Cousins pulls it in.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Inside runner, and he gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 4.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
Now here's Gay. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kerr the pass to Hayward. Plumlee sets the pick for Hayward. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Brooklyn.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Carl Landry's checked in for Thompson. Williams comes in for Rudy Gay. Stauskas is checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's McCallum in for Darren Collison. Hayward hits them both. The Kings trail by 6. Pick by Williams. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stauskas, and he overshot that one, missing.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. I mean, just getting physical. Like, it feels like they've gotten every rebound, Clark.
Now here's Len, averaging 6 points per contest. Hayward dishes to Len. Another shot. Vasquez, that's good. Vasquez has got his first basket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Cousins with it, guarded by Vasquez. Back to Cousins. Shot to end this cold run. No good off the front iron. Nets leading by 8. Hayward passes to Flores. Dishes at the Len. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. In transition, here come the Nets. Kicks it to Hayward. Len sets a screen for Hayward. Steps back and trains the jump shot. Hayward's got 10.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The Kings trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
And so here's Sacramento. The pass to Stauskas. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Williams. Cans it from downtown. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Nets leading by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Vasquez with it. Cousins is there. Jacobs the pass to Hayward. Len sets a screen for Hayward. It's tipped. Nice D from Cousins.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Here's McCallum. 8 points his last outing. Out to the right wing. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. They get it back. And Cousins kicks to Williams. Stauskas, the pass to McCallum. Second chance shot. The shot is off. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nets out in front as they wrap up the first quarter on a 14-5 run. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
Coming up this Saturday night, January 24th, John Wall and the Washington Wizards take on LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trail Blazers. Don't miss out.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
The Kings trail by 7. Stauskas is the 2 with Gay playing small forward. Derek Williams is out there with Carl Landry, and it's McCallum in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Stauskas kicks to Landry. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
McLemore's checked in for Stauskas. And a change for the Nets. Aldrich is checked in. Brooklyn leading by 5.
Carl Landry parlayed a strong season with the Warriors in 2013 into a 4-year deal with the Sacramento Kings. He missed the first half of the season with a hip injury, but when healthy, he's instant offense.
The Kings shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And McCallum kicks to Landry. Passes it to Gay. From the line, Landry gets the bucket. Landry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Landry, an efficient scorer throughout his career, has a knack for finding angles to finish inside over bigger defenders and has that terrific pump fake that he uses to create openings and work himself to the line.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Gentlemen, Rudy Gay receiving laser eye surgery going into last season. His vision had been so bad he was having trouble getting a driver's license. After refusing to wear contact lenses for years, he finally relented and had surgery. His vision has improved, it gave him a confidence boost, and Kevin, we'll see if it continues to yield dividends.
It can only help, thanks, Doris. McLemore, no good. And Landry, reliable at the free throw line, a good shooter overall with range out to about 20 feet.
And he's working to add that three-pointer to his game as well, Kevin. Those corner threes, the shortest ones you can take, I think that would add to his arsenal tremendously.
Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. And he hits the jumper for 2. And it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's McCallum. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Jason Thompson, he's checked in for the Kings. The Kings shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Well, pretty good numbers this season at the line for this club, right around 78% as a team.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Kerr, the pass to Flores. There's the pick. He dishes it to Aldrich. Pass to Simon. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Here's McCallum. Williams kicks to Thompson. Now here's Kerr. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Kings trail by 6. Here's McLemore. The layup off target.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
To the middle. Simon, the pass to Kerr. Feeds it to Aldrich. Tries again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And now we'll look at Ben McLemore. Some stats on him. How the last month of basketball was for him. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers might not reflect it, but the effort's really been there for him. He's going to get rewarded soon enough if he keeps getting after it like he has been.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Steve. He's been unlucky not to have filled up the stat sheet more because his play has really been solid.
The first one falls, and the Kings making a change here. Collison's out there. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Thompson, a screen on Kerr. Collison dishes to Thompson. Thompson left side. 6 on the shot clock. Collison kicks to Thompson. Shot is off.
And I think the lead they've built here, guys, is in large part due to what they've done on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a plus 10 advantage in rebounds, and they've been in total control of the backboards.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Kings trail by 8. Williams, a screen on Kerr. Thompson passes to Gay. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Here's Aldridge. Count it from 12. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
He needs to get them back into a flow offensively. You know, things have gotten stagnant for them, and they're starting to force some of these shots.
And that can snowball on you. One guy takes a bad shot, then another guy does, and then you're missing back-to-back shots, and all of a sudden you have no rhythm and you're self-inflicting wounds.
Cool hands checked in for Cole Aldridge. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Lionel Hollins gave to his team during that last break. He touched on his desire to see them make heavy use of the pick and roll for the rest of the game. Keep setting those screens, fellas. Those were his exact words. He also wants to see a patient offense. Work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Cool Hands. The pass to Flores. Simon. He's covered by Thompson. Sacramento grabs the miss. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. A drive by Collison, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Collison's got 6. Brooklyn leading by 8. The dish now to Kerr. Passes it to Jacobs. Fades. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
A lot of fans focused on that matchup for Portland.
Thompson with the bucket. Now Kerr. 8 points for him.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
The drive by Collison. McLemore, no good.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Here's Jacobs. Sacramento grabs the miss. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Collison dishes to Thompson. The feed to McLemore. Pass to Thompson. Kicks to Williams. Thompson against Kerr. It's stolen by Kerr. Pass to Flores. To the wing right side. They set the pick. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Williams. The Kings trail by 6.
Derek Williams, an undersized face-up 4-man back in college at Arizona, looked to drive to the rim and take advantage of his athleticism. Hasn't quite happened at the NBA level. Still searching for his niche, trying to adapt his game to the league.
Some changes for Sacramento. Cousins comes in for Derek Williams. And Stauskas subbed in for Rudy Gay. Here's Collison. He's got 6. Thompson sets the pick for Collison. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Stauskas kicks to Collison. And stolen by Hayward. He feeds it to Kerr. Tries to snap the cold streak. And the layup is up and in. Kerr's got 10 points.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And the question for Derek Williams has been, what is his position in the NBA? Is he best at the small forward or the power forward spot? Thus far, he's been stuck between those positions and not finding much success either way.
Here is Hayward, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Hayward passes to Simon, to the paint, and Hayward gets it to go. He's got 12.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
And Williams hasn't yet shown three-point range, but inside, Steve, he rebounds at a small forward rate. You watch him. What's his best position?
I think he's got to be a stretch 4. You know, he's not a great defender, but he's got a lot of skill and athleticism as a 4. He can use his quickness to get around bigger players. And as a 3, I'm not sure his skill set really adds up.
And up the court come the Kings on the break. Collison with the ball. An opportunity here to go to the 2K leaderboard and see who's been the hottest of the hot at the small forward position for the past month. Look at Gay. 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will. And, of course, Gordon Hayward.
Those are some tremendous athletes, as we're used to seeing at that spot on the floor. You know, they can pretty much all give phenomenal individual performances on any given night.
And most nights, that's exactly what they do. Every team wants and needs scoring from the small forward position. And all of the players on that list provide it.
And he can't get the first one. Carl Landry's checked in for Jason Thompson. And the Nets also making a change. Vasquez comes in. Good on the second free throw. Brooklyn leading by 7. And here's Kerr. He's got 10. Now the pass to Jacobs. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Now here's Collison. 7 points in the game. Hayward against Cousins. Clock at 6. Here's McLemore. And Cousins kicks to Stauskas. Fires from the wing. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Stauskas has got his first bucket in this one. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They set the screen. Up off the screen.
Watch out! Oh, what a throwdown there. Man! Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Len grabs the board. Len's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
The Kings trail by 12. Outside Collison. Out left to the wing. Dishes to McLemore. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Inside, Jacobs, the pass to Len. Kerr against Collison. Pass to Jacobs. Now here's Kerr. He's tightly guarded. The shot no good. So the Kings will take it the other way.
Tell you what, we haven't seen them be as aggressive driving the lane and drawing fouls in this quarter, but so far it hasn't cost them on the scoreboard.
And I think part of the reason it hasn't cost them is they went at them hard in the first quarter, and now they're picking them apart a little bit from the outside. I don't think they can get too comfortable out there, though, or the lead could start to dissipate.
Here's Kerr after Darren Collison's bucket. Feeds to Hayward. They set the pick. Back to Kerr. Takes a three. They get the rebound. Vasquez kicks to Kerr. Kerr with another miss. Throws it from deep. No good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Nets lead by 10. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
DeMarcus, you guys seem to have a lot of opportunities to score, but have not been able to capitalize as much as usual. Is this something that you've talked to the team about?
That's something I've been preaching on. They're giving us a lot of opportunities, and we got to do something with it. So hopefully we can keep them missing shots, and we can get something out of it.
Hopefully they're listening to your sermon, DeMarcus. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he has 15 points and a steal.
Well, his offense has matched his defense today. He's been excellent on both ends.
Steve, exactly right. You can't say enough about the overall job he's been doing.
The Kings trail by 10, and Brooklyn looking who they've got. We've got Hayward. Cool Hands is out there with Kerr. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Simon in at the four-man position. That's good. That's 10 points for Rudy Gay.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Rudy Gay is listed at 6'8", but he has a 7'3" wingspan and tremendous athleticism. That really helps him defensively, both on the perimeter and inside, where he contributes on the glass and blocking shots.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. As you talk about Rudy Gay's size and athleticism, Steve, he can play small ball 4 in a pinch.
Yeah, and it also enables him to get that jump shot off over pretty much anybody. So if he's spaced and he's playing at a 4 and he can get that jumper off, now he's got the ability to drive past you because the floor is opened up. So it's very interesting when he's placed at that 4 position.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Collison kicks to Cousins. The 11-footer, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. To the paint, And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
To the inside. Kerr, the pass to Simon. The dish to Hayward. Pass to Jacobs. He kicks to Plumlee. Shot clock at 3. On its way from Hayward for 2. And he hits the jump shot. Hayward's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn. Kings shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Kerr against Collison. He dishes it to Cousins. The feed to Gay. He sinks the 11-footer. Gay's got 12.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, with teams selling for billions and a new TV deal on the way, NBA business is certainly booming. With some big players signing huge contracts, that'll increase as the growing revenue raises the salary cap. Guys, one executive said, quote, players who got paid the max this year are going to be bargains on the back end of their deal. Back to you.
Teams are planning ahead, Doris. Thanks.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And with a quick chance here, let's take a look now at some of the numbers for Gay. 16th in scoring. And, you know, when he gets to the free throw line, he makes the most of it. He's ranked in the top 20 in free throw percentage.
And, Steve, one more thing about his top 20 points per game average. I mean, he's a matchup nightmare for teams. A headache waiting to happen.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
The Kings trail by 10. Gay sets the pick for Collison. Gay dishes to Cousins. The shot no good.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Kerr kicks to Plumlee. Here's Kerr. 14 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Hayward. And it's Hayward again missing. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm.
Look out. Watch out now. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Rudy Gay traded twice in the last couple of seasons. Really, it was his big contract that led to him being dealt. Because Gay is a quality player, but the feeling was his production just didn't live up to the cost.
Here is Kerr. Now the pass to Jacobs. Poked loose. Lets it go from 14. And it's in off the backboard. Coolhand's got 6 points.
Had so much space there. The defense really not showing him the respect. You could see his eyes get wide.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Tyrone Corbin was going over with his team. He thinks there are opportunities for second chance points out there and implored them to go hard to the offensive glass for the remainder of this game. He was also adamant that they can take advantage of this defense with the use of solid ball screens and the pick and roll game. Clearly some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
Now here's Gay. 14 points for him. For 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Simon, he's covered by Gay. They get it back. The shot's good from Plumlee. Plumlee's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
I love what they're doing, trying to put the hammer down, attacking the basket when they can.
Collison kicks to Gay. Cousins with a screen on Hayward. It's Gay with the drive. Another miss by Gay. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Jacobs, the pass to Simon. Kicks it to Plumlee. Lays it up and banks it in. Plumlee's got 10 points.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Outside Collison. Here's Cousins. That one wide left.
He has not been on his game, and their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Hayward passes to Simon. He feeds it to Plumlee. And now Sacramento on the break. Gay with the ball. Pass to Collison. Dishes to Cousins. Fades away. Good. Cousins has got 6 here in this quarter.
He is just so good from that range, guys.
Never mind with the height advantage he had there.
Kerr with it. 14 points for him. Here's Jacobs. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cousins has got 11 rebounds in the game. Now here's McLemore. Cousins with a screen for Collison. At the top of the key, Cousins. Shot clock at 6. Collison kicks to McLemore. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing. Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Kerr with it, picked up by Collison. That shot wide open. 16 points for the eraser. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Snatched up. Here's Cousins. The shot no good. Nets leading by 14. Plumlee sets the pick for Hayward. Passes to Kerr. Here's Cool Hands. He's covered by Collison. 4 on the shot clock. The jump hook. And yes, sir, that one drops. 6 points for him. Sacramento's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Carl Landry's checked in for Cousins. Williams comes in for Jason Thompson. Stauskas is checked in for McLemore. And it's McCallum in for Darren Collison. Now here's Vasquez. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Stolen by Gay. The rebound by the Nets.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Pass to Flores. Hayward up top. Plumlee sets the pick for Hayward. 5 to shoot. Here's Flores. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And for Sacramento, they're shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Stauskas, no good with the triple. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 14-6 run.
The Nets brought in a lot of talent before last season, and even though they had the big-name stars starting, they were actually a very deep team.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway jumper, but he gets it to go.
The Kings trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Now, here is Landry, guarded by Vasquez. Kicks it out to Gay. A 3-ball. Another miss by Gay. Guys, as you said, the Nets stars got a lot of the attention, but they would go to the bench often, and Steve, it would pay off for them.
Well, they were second in bench minutes played last year and also top 5 in points off the bench. So, this was a deep roster, and it really came through for them.
Now Hayward, following Rudy Gay's three-point attempt, and it's good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots. Good job creating an easy bucket there.
Nets leading by 18. .157 left in the third quarter. Here's Cool Hands. Hayward with the ball. Gay picks him up defensively. Can't get it to go. Kings shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Here's Stauskas. They get it again. Kicks it out to Gay. There's the triple, and he gets the bucket. Gay's got 17 now.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Flores, the pass to Jacobs. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Feeds it to Hayward. Landry grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 15. Here's Stauskas. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Here's Jacobs, and again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Sacramento now. No one near him. Stauskas' shot is off.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And for the Kings, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Landry with a screen for Gay. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Brooklyn ahead, up by 15. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
This Wednesday, January 21st, Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors go on the road to battle the Memphis Grizzlies. Live from Memphis. Be there.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, today it comes from one of the men in the middle, Kevin. Let me tell you, anytime you get a big man who can pass like this, it really changes the way you can play offense, diversifies your offensive attack.
Let me ask, who is the best passing big man you played with?
Luke Longley.
Ah, the Australian.
Yes, big redhead, good passer down on the low block.
Former #1 pick by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Collison is out there with McCallum, and it's Stauskas in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Len passes to Jacobs. And here's Kerr from the arc. Here's Simon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Kings, one of the youngest teams in the league. They're trying to build through the draft, but with mixed results over the last couple of seasons. DeMarcus Cousins, the only player who's truly distinguished himself as a significant building block.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Kings, Clark, over the last 5 years, drafting in that 5 to 7 range. They took Cousins. They traded down, remember, for Jimmer Fredette, and then Thomas Robinson out of Kansas, another Jayhawk, in 13, Ben McLemore.
Yeah, McLemore struggled a bit in his rookie season. Aside from Cousins, not the difference makers you'd hope for it to this point. We'll see if this year's any different for him.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Here's Stauskas. The dish to Cousins. And stolen by Hayward. Simon, the pass to Kerr. The runner. And off the glass. That one's good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Collison kicks to Cousins, and he gets it to go.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Brooklyn leading by 17. Kerr, the pass to Simon. Back to Kerr. The shot by Hayward, wide open, nailed from three-point land. Hayward's got 11 in the second half. And the Kings shooting a meager 37% for the game. Collison against Kerr. From 15 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. He kicks to Len. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Kerr's shot is good.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Collison with it. Right side, Collison. Cousins with a screen on Kerr. Collison dishes to Landry. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Nets leading by 20. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Simon, he's covered by Landry. 4 on the clock. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Hey guys, the league has taken some steps to pick up the pace of the game. Over the last decade, we've seen a lot of rule changes with hand checks and zone defenses and tightening up flagrant foul rules and physical play in general.
The free throw drops by Hayward. And back to that move by the league to speed up the game. It doesn't seem like the league is done.
Yeah, and I think more can be done, Kevin. Cutting down on timeouts. You see in soccer, they just run a little sponsor banner in the corner of the screen while the ball is in play. Continuous play. Continuous play. Reduce the number of free throws, I think, is another step. But that would be more a result of not fouling than teams not getting to the line.
Hayward hits them both. So it's Sacramento now. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Collison kicks to McLemore. There's the pass to Stauskas. 6 to shoot. Outside Collison. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, you know the old saying. You've heard a number of commentators say it. You live by the 3. Die by the 3. But lately, more and more teams are casting their lot with the long ball, especially from the corner. Three-point attempts have been steadily rising for a quarter century now, and last season, for the 3rd season in a row, a new record was set with the league averaging over 21 attempts from behind the arc per game. Nets leading by 19.
13 feet away. No good off the front iron.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level. Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
And going back to the rise of the three you guys are talking about, new records set all the time as the NBA embracing a somewhat more European style of play where, Steve, floor spacing is paramount.
Well, some people, Kevin, think that the three-pointer is still undervalued. I mean, you look at the top 15 teams in three-pointers made last season, all but 4 of them were playoff teams.
They get it back. Cousins, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Plumlee is checked in for Alex Len.
Last season, the Kings inking DeMarcus Cousins to a big 4-year contract extension, and he rewarded them with the best season of his young NBA career, setting career highs pretty much across the board.
Now, here's Kerr. Tipped away and stolen by Cousins. Now McLemore. Cousins, no one around him. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Cousins has got 13 points in the second half.
You know, in the past with Cousins, I think he had tended to fall in love with the perimeter jump shot, and he's got a good one. He can make it. But, you know, when you look at his size and strength, it's hard not to think that he should be taking advantage of that closer to the rim and putting more pressure on defenses as a result. I think last season he did commit to attacking inside the paint, and we saw the results. They were pretty good.
And Sacramento has possession after the basket by Brooklyn, and it's good.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Nets leading by 15. And here's Kerr. Plumlee, the pass to Kerr. Plumlee with it. Passes it to Simon. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. And, Steve, it's pretty clear that DeMarcus Cousins has solidified his place as the Kings' franchise centerpiece.
Yeah, the future's bright. I mean, last season he was a contender for the most improved player in the All-Star game. I mean, if he can continue to produce and help the Kings become a winner, then the accolades will follow.
And the Kings making a change here. Gay's checked in. Hayward can't hit. The Kings trail by 15. Outside Collison. Out to the right wing. Here's Cousins. Again, Sacramento.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Kerr dishes to Hayward. Shot is off. Gay with the defensive effort. Sacramento's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. A drive by Collison, and Kerr pulls it down. Nets leading by 13. He dishes it to Hayward. Back to Kerr. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hayward. Rebound by the Kings. Now here's McLemore. Collison kicks to McLemore. Cousins with a screen for McLemore. The shot no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Here is Kerr. The feed to Hayward. Down low, it's tipped. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Simon, the pass to Jacobs. Shot clock at 5. Fades away. It's hauled in by the Kings. Cousins has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Collison dishes to Cousins. Cousins with a screen on Kerr. Collison kicks to Cousins. Nobody near Gay. Nails the wide-open jump shot. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. The Nets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Kerr, the pass to Hayward. Kicks to Plumlee. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too. Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
No good from Cousins. Brooklyn leading by 13. Hayward with the ball. Now defended by McLemore. Plumlee, the pass to Simon. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range. Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Cousins with a screen for Collison. Drops in the layup for 2.
Man his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to Kerr. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Kerr's got 4 points now in the quarter.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane. And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make. You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Brooklyn leading by 15. He feeds it to Hayward. Inside. Plumlee, the pass to Simon. Here's Cool Hands, guarded by McLemore. Kept alive.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball. Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction. And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And so here's Sacramento, trailing by 17. Now here's McLemore outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Hayward's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point.
Here's Cool Hands, guarded by McLemore. Here's Jacobs, and it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. And the Nets lead by 19. Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Collison dishes to Gay. Outside Collison. Pass to Cousins. Back to Collison. It's stolen by Kerr. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them. All over but the whining now, Steve.
Now here's Collison. Dishes it to Cousins. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Cousins has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, what we saw here tonight is, one team just had everything going for it and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
Their superior ball handling won it for him here, Clark.
Well, Kevin, when you squeeze the orange, you get more shot opportunities, and that's always a good thing.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. Now, here's Kerr. Pass to Hayward.
Sports medicine, really a key part to keeping NBA players on the court. It's getting so advanced, as are most things when it comes to performance and performance enhancement. But I read recently that they've discovered a new knee ligament. You'd think they'd have it all mapped out by now, but apparently not. They continue to make new discoveries.
And you look at the players around the league who have dealt with serious injuries over their careers, and then, Steve, been able to return. Such a great boost to the league.
Yeah, no doubt, especially injuries that would be career-ending. Now players can often return to near 100%. You never want to go under the knife, but if it's that or hang them up for good, the choice is easy.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Carl Landry's checked in for Cousins. Williams comes in for Jason Thompson. Stauskas is checked in for McLemore. And Ray McCallum subbed in for Darren Collison. Plumlee hits them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here's McCallum. Gay right side. Shoots from the baseline. Off the left rim and out. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now here's Plumlee. Not a lot of room. Vasquez kicks to Hayward. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Hayward's got 33 points.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
Once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Here's McCallum. Here's Stauskas. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now Kerr. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. These guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Mason Plumlee.